In the heart of a quaint village, there once dwelled a man who was renowned for his indolence. While the villagers toiled tirelessly to earn their sustenance, this man sought to avoid any hard work and instead focused on finding the easiest way to procure food. His laziness knew no bounds, and he often resorted to dubious methods to satisfy his hunger. One fateful morning, as the golden sun began to rise over the lush countryside, the lazy man found himself wandering amidst the bountiful apple orchards that lay on the outskirts of the village. Temptation overpowered him, and he couldn't resist the allure of the ripe apples hanging tantalizingly from the branches. As he reached out to pluck an apple, his eyes met the stern gaze of a nearby farmer who had caught him red-handed. Fear gripped the lazy man's heart, and he hastily scampered into the nearby forest to escape the farmer's wrath. Lost amidst the dense foliage of the forest, the man stumbled upon a peculiar sight, an old wolf with only 2 legs. He watched in astonishment as the wolf, despite its obvious handicap, seemed content and at peace. It couldn't run or hunt like the other wolves, and there were obvious threats from the forest's predators, but it continued to crawl around, seemingly untroubled by its limitations. Amidst this contemplation, the man's focus was interrupted as a majestic lion appeared, carrying a piece of meat in its powerful jaws. The lazy man, fear gnawing at him once more, hastily climbed up a tree to protect himself from the mighty predator. However, to his surprise, the lion didn't seem interested in attacking the wolf. Instead, it left the piece of meat before the crippled creature, almost as if offering it a meal. Amazed by this display of compassion, the man's heart was stirred. He couldn't help but perceive a divine design in this encounter, a message from a higher power. He began to believe that just as God had taken care of the crippled wolf, there must be a plan for him as well. Perhaps, he thought, God wanted him to rely on the benevolence of others, just like the wolf relied on the lion's kindness. With this newfound revelation, the man decided to set off on a different path. Instead of attempting to pilfer food and evade labor, he chose to sit and wait, trusting that his needs would be taken care of by the divine. For 2 days, he patiently remained in his chosen spot, expecting that someone would come along and provide for him, just as the lion did for the wolf. However, as the hours dragged on and hunger gnawed at him relentlessly, he realized that his faith alone wouldn't be enough to sustain him. Disheartened, he set forth on his quest for sustenance once more. As fate would have it, he encountered an old sage on his journey, a wise and weathered figure who seemed to have unraveled the mysteries of life. Eager to understand the ways of God, the man recounted his encounter with the crippled wolf and the compassionate lion, and he questioned the sage about the divine plan that seemed to be at play. The old sage listened patiently and then offered his profound wisdom. "Indeed, my son, God has a plan for every living being. However, it is crucial to discern the true meaning of the signs he sends our way. You misunderstood the message conveyed by the wolf and the lion. God didn't intend for you to be like the wolf, relying on others for your sustenance. Instead, he wanted you to emulate the lion, strong, powerful, and capable of providing for yourself and others." The man's eyes widened with realization, and he felt a profound sense of enlightenment wash over him. He had indeed misinterpreted God's message, seeking to be taken care of rather than rising to be a caretaker, just like the lion in the forest. The sage's words became a beacon of light, illuminating the path the man must now take. With newfound clarity and determination, he resolved to change his ways and embrace hard work, responsibility, and kindness. No longer would he wait for others to feed him. He would strive to become a provider for those in need, just like the noble lion. From that day forward, the lazy man transformed into a diligent, generous, and wise member of the village. He worked hard to earn his livelihood, but he also selflessly helped others, ensuring that no one in the village went hungry or felt unloved. In doing so, he discovered the true meaning of God's plan for him, to be a source of light and benevolence in the lives of others. In this parable of wisdom, we learn that God's signs may not always be apparent at first glance. Sometimes, in our haste or ignorance, we might misinterpret his intentions. However, it is never too late to pause, reflect, and realign our actions with the true essence of his guidance. Thanks for watching, and never cease your noble quest for knowledge.